Hello, how are you? In this video, I'll be showing you something. Kinda disappointing in a way, but we will get to that, okay? So, this was supposed to come out on Valentine's Day on the 14th. Yeah, let's just say it took me a little longer. My idea was to make these quick, and then somehow it didn't. So, what happened? What am I doing, right? Years ago, I think that it was 4 years ago at this point, I don't know, I think it was 2021 where I got this idea. I really wanted to make tarot cards, but instead of the things, right, my OCs. And this is what I'm doing today. I'm drawing my OCs as 4 tarot cards, the ones that represent love, because it was supposed to come out on Valentine's Day and then it didn't. But yeah, the first card is obviously the Lovers. The second one that you will see is, if I don't remember, 2 of Cups. The third one is the Empress. Is that how you say it? I think so. And the fourth and last one is the Knight of Cups. So, for the first one, obviously, the Lovers, which is in tarot, I think means like obviously love and union and that sort of stuff, right? It's the Lovers, so it's about love. For this one, I used my 2 characters, Autumn and also Little Miss Future. Did you know that Little Miss Future has a name? I think that I never told this to anyone, but she actually has a name, but I will not say it because I like a mystery? Question mark? I don't know. But yeah, and what you see on top of them is the creator, the god of my story. So, yeah. Look, a lot of stuff happened. I've had this idea for years now, right? And I never actually went through with it because back then I thought like maybe I didn't have the right skill or something. And I just never pursued it for some reason, even though I liked the idea, I just never went through with it. So I thought, well, this is the year, right? I can make this a series. I want to make this a series. I actually don't know if I can show this card, by the way. I have no idea if I can show the Lovers or not. Because it's 2 people, right? Two people being people, the way that they're born. And I don't know if YouTube likes that. But I think it's cartoonish enough. So Autumn and Little Miss Future are kind of censored, right? I don't know. They got hair, so that's cool. So I wanted to make this a series and then never went through with it. And then I went through with it now, thinking it's going to be a quick one. I've been drawing this for a week and a half, and guess what? I did not finish. Plot twist. Spoiler alert. I didn't finish. I was not able to. But I finished it enough to have like the demo concept of it. I just have to add details, but I will add that throughout time so that I feel happy with it. My idea is to print them out and actually have the cards, right? That would be cool. It would be really cool to have them like physically, that I could look at them and be like, yes, cards! They're very cool. That would be very cool. They're not. They don't exist yet. But yeah. So you will see me sketch out 2 drawings. Both. What the fuck? 2 drawings. The first one, the Lovers, and 2 of Cups. The rest I will not show because I've been recording this for a week and a half. You don't know how much I would have to record if I actually showed you every single process. Plus, I can barely speak enough to make up for like an hour-long speed paint. Well, it would not be a speed paint, it will just be a time-lapse, which this is, so. Did you all know that speed paints are actually the wrong way of saying it? Because a speed paint is a drawing made under 2 hours, because it's a quick painting, while time-lapse is the right term. I don't know, I think it's interesting because the whole art community used speed paint for everything for years. So yeah, when you see me put in the title speed paint or time-lapse, it's because of the time. Where the ones that have speed paint I made under 2 hours, so I don't know. I'm just telling you this. I don't even know why. So, obviously for the first one I use Little Miss Future and Autumn because they have like the biggest like relationship romantic one. It was really hard choosing my OCs for this. I actually asked my friend, the same one as always, hi bestie, like which character should I use because I actually had no idea. This was the worst time I could have chosen, the worst theme as well. Instead of just leaving this for next year to figure it out later, no, I decided to do the worst one first. Because my god, I have no romance. The only romance I actually have is Little Miss Future, and even her story isn't actually a romance, it's a slice of life. The romantic part is not the main thing of that story. It's so complicated. So like, I knew Little Miss Future and Autumn would be like the thing, right? The two for the lovers, because it's the most obvious one. They have like an actual relationship, romantic one. But then there was the rest, because the Two of Cups, if I'm not mistaken, means partnership and companionship or like union, stuff like that. So I was like, okay, like who is that outside of Miss Future and Autumn while still being like lovers, right? And then I just went through every single the first one that came to mind is 178 and the doctor that still doesn't have a name, but I will get there. Like even the demon that possesses him has a name that I got in a dream where I also got his story from, but he doesn't yet. I will figure that out at some point. Maybe in the future. I want to make a video about that. Well, I kind of tell you the story because it's actually wild, and how I got it is also wild, so yeah. So then I was like, well, the only other two that I can think of is the president and she's father, Zachary. Because like, Zachary hates the president for years, like decades. And he despises him. He has a rivalry with him because he's like, I know you're a villain and I am the hero, right? Everyone knows me for being a hero, so I hate you and I'm against you. But, you know, the president is like, well, that's very cute of you, continue. And then Zachary just bickers the president, and the president does not care. In fact, he actually finds it very cute. And then they end up together in the future. After Selena dies, obviously. Everything happens after Selena dies. Like, the girl dies, in quotes. Everyone just gets depressed and then makes up, and then their life gets better, and Selena comes back and she's like, wait a minute, should I have stayed dead? Poor girl. I mean, is she though? I don't know, it's a complicated story. But yeah, so those were obvious, right? For the third one, the Empress, I actually was gonna use the president again because he is like king, right? Basically, kinda. But because the Empress is about unconditional love, right? And then I was like, well, he has that, but the Emperor would make a lot more sense since it's a lot more fatherly, and he gets the thing right after his child disappears, where he just starts treating everyone like his kids, and then he does not know how to deal with that, so it's very father-like, and he loves just people, I guess. So like, I couldn't really use the Empress, so my friend told me, what about Cave, because Cave has an... It actually made a lot of sense. Cave's story is so sad. He just has this unconditional love no matter what goes wrong, because he was raised that way. It's just sad, and it made sense, but like, I wanted it to be very feminine, so the only one that was left who is actually a mother is the president's mother, Cyrelia Sorrow, which her story is also sad. It's in her name after all. So I had to use that. And it made sense, right? Unconditional love and everything. That's great. Just had a blackout. I will ignore it. So then for the Knight of Cups, which is also something about love. Well, the lights came back. You could hear it by the AC beeping. So then for 178 it was the Knight of Cups, which was about love as well, but I don't remember in which way. I knew it, but then now I don't. So I just knew it made sense for her, since in her story she fights a lot to be able to escape and find her lover again. I need to talk about her story again. No. I need to talk about it in general, because before I just gave you like a glimpse and talked about her a bit, I think. I don't even remember what I said. But yeah, you can see that I used Krita here. I have not used Krita in months. I don't even know why. I like Krita. I like Krita a lot. I just don't change from Paint Tool Sai to Krita because Krita is too complicated. And those 4 brushes I have on Sai, I love a lot. And I never really cared enough to be able to figure out how to make brushes on Krita. I knew it at some point, then I just forgot. It's just like the time I thought that I had unlearned how to ride a bicycle, but I didn't. It's a complicated story. I don't even know how that happened, but yeah. Maybe I'll tell you. I could tell you, I have time. So, years ago, I went to my cousin's house that's in another... well, not really state, it's a department, but yeah. Basically state, like completely, like another city far, far away. And her mother had gotten a package, but not at her house, at a friend's place that had a store, like kind of bar. And she was telling my cousin that, and since I was there as well, I had to go with her, that we should go pick up the package like really quick, because it was like almost lunchtime and she would close. And then my cousin was like, we have to get there quick, like really quick, so we gotta get on the bikes. And I was like, okay. We got the bikes out, right? From her father and her mother. And then we grabbed it and we took it to the street. We got on the bike, and the moment I got on and I went to ride it, I just started falling over like 3 times in a row. All at once, just fall down, got up, fall down, got up, fall down again. And my cousin just started laughing so hard at me that she fell from her bike. You know the worst part? Is that like the guy she liked at the time lived right next door and he saw it. He just saw us falling over. It's great. Man, I love it. So then we had to abandon the bikes and we just ran and we got there and we had no breath and we were so dry that even the woman at the place was like, "Are you too crazy? I was going to stay open for a long time still." And we were so sad at that information. And then she gave us water and we were very happy. And we got the package and we just walked back casually. Quickly, but casually. And that's a fun experience. So I thought I didn't know how to ride a bike anymore. And then I fixed my bike after like 6-7 years or so. And I called my one friend over to watch me learn how to ride a bike again. I just got on it and I knew how to ride it. I don't even know why or how that happened, but I know how to ride a bike again, I guess. It's very... You know what? It's very cool. Going back to things you used to do as a kid, but not like... For example, I cannot play with toys anymore. I just don't find fun in it, right? Some people do, that's fine. I don't judge, but I cannot do that. So what do I do to go back like to feeling a kid again? I just like, for example, I draw in the same ways that made me happy as a kid, and that's very cool. So I recommend it. You all should really go back to like feeling it like you did as a kid. That's very nice. So my computer just started showing me a bunch of stuff. I don't even know what the fuck happened, so I don't know. Feel like a kid again. It's very cool. It's great. So, as you can see, I went from Krita... Well, I went to Krita in the first place to draw the backgrounds because I wanted to make my life so much easier, because I had drawn for so long at that point, like trying to plan out the concepts of each drawing, the way like the tarot card would be and whatnot. So then I had to like quickly line it, but at the same time wasn't really quick. Like drawing with intention really did not help me in this case, but I really tried. So then I was like, well, to make these backgrounds, I spent too much on the first one doing photo bashing, while also doing like drawing itself, Then I was like, okay, I'm going to do this quick. I'm going to like, since I always save it as a PSD file, a Photoshop file, why is it a Photoshop file? I don't even know. I hate Adobe. I have to make a video just slandering Adobe. I do it with Copic already. I do it with the USA. I might as well do Adobe. Adobe at least deserves it. America sometimes. Like, see, just saying that, America, it bothers me. Because America's a continent, okay? And I know you all will be mad at me. No one told you to be the United States of America. You all are states that were united in the continent of America. It is not my fault. Everyone here is American, okay? Surprise. So, yeah, sorry. I just get mad at people. So, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I went on to Krita because I have my super delicious and quick and wonderful brushes there for backgrounds and whatnot. That is from, I don't remember the name of the artist, but they have a pack. And if you search for Krita brushes, their brush pack will appear like one of the first things. I use that to make like the background of basically the 3 cards after the first. I could have said it in another way that would have been a lot easier, but I did not. So, yeah. And I loved it every second. And while I was using Krita, I was like, why don't I use you more often? And then I remembered why. Krita opens really slow on my computer. My computer is great. Like, it's not the fastest, right? It's still like a normal notebook, but it has like 12 or 16 gigabytes of RAM, a decent graphic card, and lots of memory, both like the SSD, and the other one, which I don't remember. I don't remember like the specifics. I know that this one was good because I looked at the stuff and it was good, okay? I did my research back then, okay? It was too long ago. That was 2022. 3 years ago. I mean, almost 3 years. It will have been 3 years in September or August of this year. I don't know. Time passes, okay? I used Krita for the background. It was great. Lots of textures. I need to add textures still. I need, like, from the finished version now that I did, like, the demo, I need to import it again to Krita. I mean, open it. It's already there. And, like, add bunch of textures because that, like, adds something to the drawing, like, just life and, like, detail without adding really detail. And it's just really cool. And since I have my texture brushes there already, I might use it as well. I lost my brushes inside. I don't have my textures anymore. They're all gone. If not, I could have used it. Or I could try and import these little brushes I use inside to Krita and try to use Krita, but I don't know. What bothers me about Krita is that every time I press like the button on my drawing pen from Huion. What the fuck happened to me there? I just had an aneurysm. Holy shit. Every single time I press the button, because I have one like set to the eraser and the other one set to the thing that chooses the color on the drawing. What the fuck is it called? I totally forgot. The color selector thingy. And every single time I press it, because I like did the thing where you like remake the where you what the fuck is my issue? You know, I set the button in Krita to the button that is on my pen because it's the same one inside that I use for the color selector. So they both have the same one, except that every single time I press it, it doesn't go back to drawing and I have to click that one single thingy in the app itself with my little pen to make it go back to a brush and be able to paint again. And that annoys me. Inside I do the same thing, but at least it's quick. It's just a matter of getting used to, but I don't want to. Ugh. I can't believe I spent a week and a half doing this. I thought it was going to be quick. I was like, I draw with intention now. I'm so cool. And then I fucked myself. Dude, it's late at night right now. And I have to edit this. I had to get this out. Y'all don't understand. No, I will out myself, okay? This was supposed to have come out on Wednesday because I was going... Look. The video I posted last Monday was supposed to have come out on Friday because I had it ready. I just forgot to post it. I just did not hit publish. Then I did Monday because I forgot on Saturday again. And then I was like, okay, I might as well do this for Wednesday and then make another one for Friday, and then Valentine's week will be complete and I will be happy. And then I wasn't because this took me a very long time, but I know that I want to make this right, so I will take my time with it. Like, I want to make this good because I want to print them out and be happy with them, right? What the fuck? I just heard a voice behind me. There is nothing behind me. There, like, actually nothing. Like, even outside my window, there is nothing. Holy shit. Anyways, I might die soon, guys and gals, and everyone in between and outside of that. Or I'm crazy, well, don't answer that, or I'm actually, well, I'll just ignore it and pretend everything is fine, like any character in any book on Wattpad. So, I drew a horse. I forgot, it's a unicorn, sure, but I drew a horse. I don't draw animals. I think I've mentioned this before, I'm not good at drawing animals. I actually need to practice that. But I don't draw animals, and I drew a horse, and it actually turned out decent. I think it looks cute. I actually think it looks cute, so that's cool. I really wanted 178 to have a unicorn in her story. I'll still have to figure that out. I don't know how, but I will at some point. Oh, I can't believe this took me a week and a half, just for nothing. I don't know. So, here is the result for now, right? Because I still want to, like, fix this up and clean it up and add details and make this cool and whatnot, but I will have to wait still. So I hope you have a nice day or night, obviously, and I hope to see you next time, and I'm so sorry for taking so long. But yeah, bye, with a wave this time, because you all deserve it.